Hey, good afternoon, fellow model railroaders. Joe here at the Black Rock Central Railroad. This is going to be kind of a August update, I guess. Show a few things that I've been working on here lately. And it'll be broken down in 2 or 3 different spots here, but all on the same video, but I will have to move the camera around a little bit to cover all of this. So we're going to start over here in the refinery area. And let me say I've added a whole bunch of lights to different places in here, but we're going to wait until the end and then I'll turn the lights off and you'll be able to see, hopefully this camera will pick up the different lighting effects that are in here now. But we're going to start here in the refinery area. We have added a separate rack here, which is the white manifold there with the valves and hoses on it. This is used for unloading. The racks will be strictly for loading the oil or gasoline or whatever else comes out of this refinery. But the white manifold there with the valves and the hoses is for unloading of the tank cars. As you can see, we've also thrown some lights in on this, which, as I say, we will show the lighting effects here in a little while. I will tell you that as of today, there are, excuse me, 37 LED lights in the refinery. Keep in mind, 20 of those lights are double LEDs, like this one right here. There's also 4 floodlights, which you've seen before, and 2 flashing red lights on the top of the fracking towers, which I'm sure you've seen before too. But here in a little bit, we will turn the lights out and show you what all that looks like. Now, let me see if we can move this camera here just a little bit without making people too sick. On the opposite side of the layout here, behind our station, if you saw my last mail call video, I gave a sneak peek at this. We've just added 5 townhouse fronts to the back end here, just to try to make it look like there's another town behind the train station. There will be more added into that. We do have a street, we have sidewalks, we have grass. The house on the end with the all white curtains will have a for sale sign in front of it here shortly. Now, we're going to move here again just so that you can see what's been going on here with the lights again. And that way when I turn the lights out, you'll be able to see or be able to tell where we're talking about or where I'm talking about. Over here in my bakery area, this building here, if we can focus in good, has 4 lights underneath of its loading ramp or loading dock to coincide with the markings on the loading doors. And we've also added 3 lights to the main building. Crazy ass dog of mine. Now, just in case you're all wondering, I do want to promote a product here. This product I use for all of my LEDs. I do not put any resistors on LED lights. Most people know that LEDs are 3 volt or 3.5 volts, somewhere in there. This particular circuit board that I picked up from a company called WeHonest, that's WeHonest, on eBay. this is what this thing looks like. Well, let me take it out of the package, and I think you'll get a better look at it. See if we can hold it up here. This is a circuit board. It runs about $19, I think, is what these things cost. This terminal here, or this port here, you can put 12 volts in it. All the rest of these terminals are all set up as 3-volt outputs. According to the manufacturer, you can hook up to 29 LEDs on each of these boards. So you can split it up amongst everything here. There is also this little blue thing down here is a adjuster, so that you can put a screwdriver in there and adjust exactly how much voltage you want to come out, because it puts 3 to 3.5 volts coming out of it. In addition to getting the circuit board, you will get a whole package of all sorts of adapters to plug into it and wire into your individual LEDs. Some just plug right straight in on pins. Others are double pins. These are the ones that go in the center. They look almost like the connections that you get from Woodland Scenics for the plug and play, but they do not cooperate with each other. The plug and plays do take more than 3 volts to operate their LEDs. But I say again, you can get this whole kit for $19. It's almost $20 off of eBay from a company called We Honest. They do make a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's what I've been getting from them. Now, let me show here, if you caught my last video, you saw some of the stuff that I got from Carol up there at Caboose Hobbies. These are some of the cars that I picked up from her that we've gotten on the tracks now. Let's see if we can't, come on, zoom in here a little bit on some of these anyway. And now focus. B&O hopper, Continental grain hopper, an orange Tropicana, a white Tropicana car, a Western Maryland gondola, and a Southern refrigerated car. In case you're wondering what the green tape is that's on top of the last 3 cars, that's my own little system here. Those cars still have plastic wheels. I ran out of metal wheels, so I put a piece of tape on top of them, so when my metal wheels get here next week, I'll know which cars to just grab real quick and replace. So let me get this camera repositioned back over here by the oil refinery first. And we'll leave it right here. Hang tight for a minute while I turn some lights out. I'm not going to turn all the lights off in the basement because the camera doesn't like that in the least little bit. But let's see if we can get back up here enough that you can see what we've been doing. There's our 3 lights, or 4 lights on our loading dock area for the bread company. And we do have 2 more added on here. Let me see if we can't move the box cars out of the way a little bit. And it's hard to see from this angle, so we do have a light over the main entrance. Now we're going to turn this camera off so that I don't really screw things up here and move you over into the oil refinery area again. So you'll hang tight for a minute. Okay, we're back in our loading and unloading area. I say I don't want to kill all the lights because it'll screw up this camera something terrible. You won't see anything like it did the last time I tried this. So we left a couple of lights on. But I will try to point some of this out. The building there in the background a little bit has a light on its front door, next to the front door anyway. And we've added 2 lights to this particular building. One by the second floor door, and then one on the little storage shed next to it. And we'll pan back out here again so that you get a better view of just the refinery itself. We added, I think, 6 more of the double lights, the double-headed lights in here, which I do believe brightens this up a little bit more than what it is, or what it has been. I am getting a couple more lights. I have, 10 more of them on order. I think 6 of them are going here in the refinery, or maybe only 5. And then the other 5 will be going over in the cement plant, which is our next area to try to brighten everything up with. But that's what we've been doing here for a while, for at least the last couple weeks anyhow, of August. Since most of my lights come out of Japan or out of China, it takes a while to get them. But hope you enjoyed this little quick update. As I've said before, Joe always says, let there be light, and Joe is providing light. My workers are a little happier now. They can see where they're going at night. So y'all have fun. Take care. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. I'm still growing here. We are at, I believe, 311 or 312 now. So we have picked up a few more subscribers. So I do thank you all for that. And we'll catch you on the next update, or if anything important happens, I will film it for you. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now.